Wallis-Duffy, and we're here on this beautiful day at York Marble. Now, I had the pleasure about a month ago of coming here and picking out granite for my kitchen, and what an experience it was. Not only were they so helpful in helping me to make a wise choice, but my kitchen looks fantastic. They've got some exciting news. They are celebrating their 60th anniversary in business here in Toronto. Yes, a little acorn that was planted in the late 40s has now blossomed into this huge maple tree here in Toronto. And of course, you know what? It's really neat because this has a long-standing history. There are people working in this building that are part of the original founding family, which is really kind of neat. It gives you a real warm feeling. But they informed me on making a wise choice for my kitchen. So we're going to go inside and see about how do we choose the right marble or granite or something, quartz for our kitchen. And what's the process? There's some really cool toys inside. So you're going to want to stay tuned to find out how this whole process works. So come on inside with me. Now there's quite a process that's involved from start to finish. First of all, where do you buy your product? Can you tell us that, and then sort of how we work through the whole process?
We source it all over the world. We get it from South America, we get it from Africa, we get it from India, Pakistan, Italy obviously too. And so we have our own sources around the world, and we also buy locally from people who import from all around the world. So, and this selection here can literally from all over the world.
Fantastic. Now, I had a tour here of the facility, and we're going to be seeing some of that. There's some pretty neat toys back there, and I say toys because the boys get all excited. I just love the fact that my granite looks amazing at the end. Tell us a little bit about the equipment and what's so special about it.
Well, we have some of the larger equipment that the major manufacturers have, but there's a lot of shops who have very little. I had one that I went into where they were actually using a skill saw to cut granite. Pretty pitiful. Yes. But we have 2 CNCs here. We have a water jet. We have bridge saws. These allow us to do things other people can't do, and we have a demonstration of that a little later to show you the types of things. And to me, when I look at it, I say it's not even possible, but we can do it. The experience our people have is amazing. Now, I also see people back there hand finishing. So you've got these incredible machines, but there's still a hand touch into this product, which really makes a difference. Even when we bring things off the CNC, if the CNC created a profile, then we always finish it by hand because it never does it perfectly. It also can't polish in some areas that we do it. So it always goes to the bench afterwards, and the guys there who have years and years of experience, most of them, or those that don't, they get trained on how to do it, step-by-step process, and they are responsible from start to finish for that job. They finish it all by hand using diamond-based sandpaper type of things, all the way up to a level in terms of sandpaper grit would be the equivalent of 3,000 grit. So what you use in your home to do a little piece of wood is 150, 200 maybe. This is 3,000. They go through 8 levels of sanding to get it up to that high polished area. So it's very labor intensive. It can be, yes. Now, Bob, this looks amazing and it's big, but how do we get it from this into our home so it's going to fit into our kitchen? How does this get cut? Well, basically we take it out of the inventory, take it to one of 3 things. We're going to take it to a bridge saw, which cuts typically straight cuts. We can take it to the CNC, which can do curves and so forth, or we can take it to the water jet. The water jet will cut particularly curves and intricate pieces. It can cut those. So we have to make a judgment call as to where it's going to go through the production to suit and get the best result. Basically, the water is the propellant. The water's like the gunpowder in a gun. It forces little garnet pieces, sand to most people type of thing. It forces those out at Mach 2 through a little sapphire orifice. Okay. And that goes and hits the granite. We can cut 6 inches of granite with one shot as it goes along, but we cut those out and we can create very intricate turns and designs and shapes. If you, for example, have a big curve on the end of your countertop, because we usually glue a piece up to thicken up the edge, we can make the curve piece the same, glue it on, you don't have a bunch of pieces with a bunch of joints. It's all one piece. Exactly. Now this happens to be a sample of the granite that I ended up choosing. But you were really wise that day because you said to me, Margaret, that is not a good representation. We got to go into Marble Alley. Why is that?
That's right. These are older samples. They only reflect what has come in the beginning. I don't cut these often, so then when the stock does come in, it changes as it comes in. So you've got more crystals, more color, less color. So yes, you need to see the piece in a full slab because it may not be what you want. Exactly. It looks nice here, it may not look nice on a slab.
Right, right.
Yeah, so it's definite have to be.
Right, and I mean there's so many choices, and of course it doesn't end there. Once I picked, you know, my granite, now you said we got to choose a profile. Who knew you had to choose a profile? And for somebody like me that has a hard time making a decision, look at all of these choices.
Edge details, again, they reflect the personality of the person at home, what they're looking for, care, wear, and all that. So depending on the style of the cabinetry, you may want to go simple, contemporary, or if you're really formal, you can go into stepped edges, which really dress it up and all that. For you, we've gone with,
I think it was something,
bevel.
that kind of bevel, exactly.
Again, very simple, but adds a little bit of detail and works really nicely. Softer,
yeah.
not so, yeah.
And it's only been in my house a month, and you know that the comments, not only about the beauty of it, but the richness and how neat that profile looked, it really does highlight and finish off my granite. So your recommendation was perfect.
Again, it gives you 3 levels to look at, that's why, so it's not just a plain
Right,
surface.
right. Well, I'm really excited to go in and show everybody the big slab because I think you're going to be shocked at the difference, like you said, when you informed me. So let's go on inside to Marble Alley and take a look at my slab.
Gotcha. Let's go this way.
Now you saw the little sample of my beautiful granite in the showroom, but look at this here. You know, Gabby, you were so right in informing me that we have to take a look at the big piece because it does look very different. One of the things that really impressed me was that you pointed out that the pattern on the way this granite is, I needed to consider for the design of my kitchen. Why is that?
It's a very linear pattern, so what happens is if you've got turns in your counter, you'll be cutting it, there will be a seam. That linear pattern changes. So visually, at home, it may not appease to you. So you need to figure that one out here, and that's where we come in. So we'll lay it out for you, we'll show you what it's going to look like. This is where the joint goes. Are you happy with it? Are you not? These are all natural pieces that belong to, cannot be removed. They are part of the product, goes home, and then we are 100% want to know, great, you're happy with it here before it goes home.
Well, and absolutely, because this is a very big investment financially, and you want to live with it for a long time, right? So that's really important. Now, the other thing that I really love about this is that this has become a conversation piece in my home. And I'm sure you hear this all the time. You know, sometimes with the lighting, this looks transparent. The next time you're going to see all these beautiful caramel colors. So that's something that you enlightened me too. Take a look at the variance in this.
That's right. Again, you're looking at it vertically. So once it goes down on a horizontal platform, it changes. So the lighting, the sunlight, the overheads and all that does change. And as you're walking into the room, out of the room, you see little nuances to it. And it changes every day, and you see something new every day.
Right.
So it has to be something you're comfortable with here before it gets into your home.
Absolutely. So thank you for your time and your energy. And of course, you're going to want to come down here to visit Gabby, and the rest of the gang here at York Marble to make some choices. Thanks for having us.
Thank you, Mark. It's a pleasure.
Yes. Well, of course, my kitchen is, and it's the heart of the home. It's a very beautiful heart of my home. If you have any health and wellness questions, don't hesitate to contact me at Margaret@reallife on CTS.com.